This is T. Gardner here in the Dovercourt area with Cultivate. See, it says Cultivate TO. What organization is it?
We're Cultivate Toronto. My name's Cindy. This is Mike and Jess. And we're all here. We're doing urban farming. So what Cultivate Toronto is, we've been around for a couple of years, and we take large green spaces in people's backyards and turn them into gardens where you can grow vegetables, and it's a CSA, so it's community shared agriculture, and we have shareholders and several land shares across the city of Toronto, so in Wychwood, Dovercourt, and over by the Danforth area. So it's a really great opportunity for urbanites in Toronto to get some fresh produce grown in their own backyard. And possibly suburbanites too, North York, Scarborough, yeah. I mean, if you wanted to come down here, right now we're just in the downtown mainly, but so today's actually a harvest day for Cultivate Toronto, and what we've done is we've taken what's in our gardens and harvested what's ready. So I want to show you what's kind of happening here. These onions, I think? Yeah. Yep, some carrots.
Purple carrots.
Purple carrots, interesting.
We got some beets.
Very good.
Some kale. There's lots of kale. If you love kale, this is a great CSA for you. Yeah. A lot of Swiss chard.
Swiss chard, yeah.
Squash.
This is the first week of the squash.
Yeah,
that's the squash,
It's an exciting week this week.
It's an ancestor of the pumpkin, or a cousin of the pumpkin, for those who might not know.
Could be, maybe. I don't know.
They're related, probably, yeah.
Some eggplant.
Baba ganoush, yeah. Okay.
And lots of nice tomatoes here.
Cherry tomatoes. Many types of tomatoes, yeah.
Nice purple heirlooms.
There's a couple of ground cherries. It's kind of the season for these is winding down. There's just the last few there.
And you guys grow this. This was all grown.
Yep,
this was all grown.
Yeah, locally.
Dovercourt. This is Dovercourt.
Totally organic too.
Yep, everything's organic. And then we've got some purple and green beans. And then this is an example of one of the baskets that we give the shareholders every week, and that's just got a bit of everything in it.
Oh, okay, what's a basket made of?
A basket. It's got everything that's here basically, and then yeah, we just kind of organize it and clean it up for everybody.
Oh, that's nice.
At the end of the day. Yep.
So how does the organization work? The people pay you guys to come over and make a vegetable garden out of their front lawn, pretty much?
It's all volunteer run,
right?
Which is when I'm actually pretty new to the organization, so it was amazing to me that it's completely run and functioning with all volunteers. It's a really great opportunity for people to get involved. There's gardening opportunities. If you have a home in Toronto and you want to share your backyard, you can be a land share. Or if you want to participate in a CSA, then that's you would pay to receive fresh vegetables every week.
Okay. Anything else you want to say about how the methodology or anything with these, or?
Sure. So Cultivate Toronto is pretty different than other CSAs, and you'll get different types of vegetables than in your grocery store. So we grow a lot of different varietals and things that are pretty not typical, like these little purple heirloom tomatoes you wouldn't necessarily find in your local grocery store. And we use all organic methods, so that's, you can feel good about that as a shareholder.
What does, just in case some people might, because people hear the word organic a lot, people who go and buy vegetables or organic meat, what does it mean exactly for those who might not be too familiar? And if you could give it a few words.
Yep, it's basically using natural pesticides. We don't use any chemicals. And I know Mike and Jess work directly in the garden, so they might be able to speak more to
for example, to keep some of the bugs away, we use a mixture of milk and garlic and water instead of your.
On the kale, we used a combination of mint and garlic and mineral oil, and we sprayed it on to keep the bugs away right at the beginning of the season. And
that's just something that just becomes part of the garden once it's fulfilled its task, pretty much.
Yeah, it's all biodegradable. It's just a substitute for your store-bought chemicals.
So you don't ingest chemicals when you eat vegetables.
So the scale is just a way of measuring our progress throughout the season, and at the end of each day, we take everything that we harvest out of the garden and just weigh it here on the scale and keep track of it. And at the end of the year, we can kind of compare it to the rest of the hubs.
Right, and that's what you guys were doing right now?
That's what we were doing just before you got here, yes.
Okay.
Example of one of our gardens. We have here, this is some of our peppers, and we have here some Thai basil. This is our Thai basil.
Excellent.
And then these are our tomatoes. They're not quite ripe yet. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks they'll be ready to harvest. We've tied them to these metal stakes and these bamboo poles.
So what do the stakes do for it?
The tomatoes, they sprawl. So these, as they grow, we we tie the stems to the poles so that they grow upward instead of outward across the garden.
And that's what will happen if you don't have a pole, right?
If we don't have a pole, yeah. Like some of these poles, they've fallen down. You can kind of see they take over everything if you don't tie them back.
Right, right. Very
and
untamed, yeah.
Here is this is some of our kale here, some of our green kale.
Looks like seaweed.
It does look like seaweed, yes. But it's more appetizing. And there's some of our leeks. This is sprouting broccoli here. So it doesn't grow in the same head formation like you see in the grocery stores. This is how we harvest. This is ready to harvest.
Oh, wow.
And you can see just tiny little heads here and there.
Okay, so it's not just a bunch of like heads of broccoli
it's
coming
not like
out.
a big massive head. It's a different variety of broccoli.
Oh, okay.
And
nice. Sprouting broccoli, right?
Sprouting broccoli, yeah.
Yeah.
And same thing, red kale. We got some onions. There's not that many left. We've actually harvested most of them except for the smaller ones.
And over here we have lots of eggplant. And we also have a partnership with the World Crops Project.
What's that?
So it's an organization that looks to experiment with different crops from around the world and see how they grow in Canada and in Ontario.
Okay.
So here's our regular eggplant here. You can see a small little purple eggplant, which most people are familiar with.
Okay, let's see it.
You can see it's really small.
Oh yeah.
But over here we have these eggplant, which turn in, this is a very small one, but it's a bright orange eggplant.
It's eggplant, eh?
It's a sort of a trellis. Earlier we had peas, and you can see there's still remnants of what little peas we have left.
So peas too grow up vines like this,
yeah. They grew up. We took all the dead plants out now, but they grew up along this fence, and they were just easy for us to harvest. We just go up and pick them off the fence.
Right, right. Climbing vines, yeah.
Cherry tomatoes again, growing up on these bamboo sticks. We have some various herbs and whatnot growing in between.
What are these?
These are a variety of cherry tomatoes.
Very nice.
And then we put marigold in between. That's just to help keep the pests away. That's just one of our organic methods for pest control.
So rather than spraying pesticides,
that's another way. Rather than spraying pesticides, this is just one little way to help control the pests.
That's not bad for
That's
the
not
earth.
bad at all for the crop.
Completely natural, yeah.
And we got some beans growing in between the kale and the leeks.
Oh, these are beans right here?
Yep, that's beans. Those will hopefully be ready in a few weeks.
We
planted
beans?
those a bit later just to kind of offset the harvest.
Right. They grow pretty quick, don't they?
They do grow quick, yeah. It's only a month and a half too.
Wow.
And we got a bit of lettuce growing in between. This is our awesome patch of rainbow shard. We got, I think, 3 or 4 different types of shard in here.
This is rainbow shard?
Yep.
What's shard exactly?
Shard is this. It's just a leafy green. You can put it in salads and boil it and eat it.
Okay, right. So it's a leaf, big leaf.
It's this leaf. This is.
So we're Cultivate Toronto. Thanks for visiting our garden today. We have lots of volunteer opportunities, particularly a fundraising position and a relationship building position within the community, building our gardens. So you can visit us at www.cultivatetoronto.com.
Okay, thank you very much.